Jish Safsufa. Jish is now an Arab village, with 2/3 Christians and 1/3 Muslims. The place is called Gush Halav, and was inhabited in the days of the Canaanites. It is mentioned that it was a walled city, in the days of Joshua son of Nun. And probably its name indicates that it is a fertile and abundant place. Centuries later it was an important city in the days of the Second Temple, and in the Mishnah and Talmudic periods. Yosef ben Matityahu was the commander of the Jews during the Great Revolt in the Galilee, when the Jews fought against the Romans. The town was called Giscala, fortified by John of Gush Halav. The Romans conquered all the rebellious cities in the Galilee and Gush Halav remained last. When the Romans arrived, John asked to wait with the war until after Shabbat. Titus, who was the commander of the Romans, agreed. On Saturday night, John and the warring rebels fled to Jerusalem. The Romans pursued them and killed many. The city surrendered, the wall was demolished, and the inhabitants were not harmed by the Romans. According to evidence, the settlement continued to exist throughout history and was inhabited by Jews. In the 17th century, Druze also lived. About 100 years later, Christian Arabs, Maronites, who came from Lebanon settled. In 1837 there was an earthquake that destroyed the settlement, more than hundreds of residents perished. During the British Mandate, half the inhabitants were Muslims and half Christians. During the War of Independence, in Operation Hiram, the village was captured after great resistance from the Arab Salvation Army and local residents, many of whom were killed. Some of the residents were deported, although at first the army wanted to deport all the residents, but the Jewish leadership opposed the deportation of the Maronites. At the site, the remains of an ancient synagogue, and the tombs of Shemaiah and Avtalion, who were Jerry Zedek, and the sages in Israel, from the period of the couples. Safsufa is now a moshev, named after a settlement, mentioned in the Talmud. One meaning of the name of the place is an area whose fruits ripen late, and the other poplar trees. Before the establishment of the state there was a Muslim village. During the War of Independence the village was occupied after there was resistance. Allegations have been made of weapons purity issues. After the establishment of the state, a moshev was established by various groups of Jewish immigrants, later renamed Kfar Hoshen.